Hi. Okay, another bit from The Seccret of the Ages by Robert Collier. This is chapter 16. The main difference between the mind of today and that of our great-great-grandfathers was that in their day conditions were comparatively static, whereas today they are dynamic. Civilizations ran along for centuries with comparatively little change. Most people lived and died in the places where they were born. They followed their fathers' avocations. Seldom indeed did one of them break out of the class into which he had been born. Almost as seldom did they even think of trying to. No wonder then that civilizations made little progress. Today we are in the presence of continual change. Men are imbued with that divine unrest which is never satisfied with conditions as they are, which is always striving for improvement. And thought is the vital force behind all this change. Your ability to think is your connecting link with the universal mind that enables you to draw upon it for inspiration, for energy, for power. Mind is the energy in static form. Thought is the energy in dynamic form. And because life is dynamic, not static, because it is ever moving forward, not standing still, your success or failure depends entirely upon the quality of your thought. For thought is creative energy. It brings into being the things that you think. Think the things you would see manifested. See them, believe them, and you can leave it to your subconscious mind to bring them into being. Your mind is a marvelous storage battery of power on which you can draw for whatever things you need to make your life what you would have it be. It has within it all power, all resource, all energy, but you are the one that must use it. All that power is static unless you make it dynamic. In the moment of creating thinking, your conscious mind becomes a creator. It partakes of the power of universal mind, and there is nothing static about one who shares that all power. The resistless life energy within him pushes him on to new growth, new aspirations, just as the sap flowing through the branches of the trees pushes off the old dead leaves to make way for the new life. Just so you must push away the old dead thoughts of poverty and lack and disease before you can bring on the new life of health and happiness and unlimited supply. This life is in all of us, constantly struggling for an outlet. Repress it and you die. Doctors will tell you that the only reason people grow old is because their systems get clogged. The tiny pores in your arteries get stopped up. You don't throw off the old. You don't struggle hard enough. And the result is you fall an easy victim to failure and sickness and death. When a storm arises, the hardy mariner doesn't turn off steam and drift helplessly before the wind. That might be the easy way, but that way danger lies. He turns on more steam and fights against the gale, and so should you. There is a something with you that thrives on difficulties. You prize that more which costs an effort to win. You need to blaze new trails, to encounter unusual hardships in order to reach your hidden mental resources, just as the athlete needs to exert himself to the utmost to reach his second wind. Have you ever seen a turtle thrown on its back? For a while it thrashes around wildly, reaching for something outside to take hold of that should put it on its feet, just as we humans always look for help outside ourselves first. But presently he draws all his forces within his shell, rests a bit to regain his strength, and then throws his whole force to one side, legs, head, tail, and all, and over he goes. So it is with us. When we realize that the power to meet any emergency is within ourselves, when we stop looking outside for help and intelligently intelligently call upon mind in our need, we shall find that we are tapping infinite resource. We shall find that we have but to center all those resources on the one thing we want most, to get anything from life that it has. Okay? Talk to you later.